Cries first up over for the team 1 versus Bird. Bird tried to see if he could just stay mobile, trying to avoid any second CC. It's going to fell rush right around the entire outside edge, outside area, outside line of the square arena. Bubble Bolt is going to connect though with a immunity really early on. Stun onto Cries. Is it going to be Succubus maybe helping out? No, Succubus is actually up close in melee. Infernal dropping him. Stun right after. Bolt could be big, but it does go for a quick kick. Cries actually locked down for a second, but Bird is just taking so much passive damage, it's not even funny anymore. Actually not even funny. So much passive damage, dude. He's just playing, he's using his class abilities, and he's just melting little by little. Big hunt into Cries, trying to go for a fear, does not connect though. He does cancel it really early. Eye beam right after. Bird having some potential, lots of damage. Succubus does end up catching him. Do you have a big bolt thing? Do you have a double bolt? Fear doesn't look like he has double bolt. Mortal Coil bolt is going to be massive. He could feint it or flip it. Flip is huge. Flip helps, but I think you just die, right? Darkness. Oh my god, dude. Demon Hunters are so squishy. Cataclysm might be in the end of you. Conflagration, Shadowburn will kill you. Live the Shadowburn somehow. Hold on, live the Shadowburn. I think he knows that he's over. I think he knows it's over. It does go for the sigil. Picking up a bit of a shield into Succubus CC. I think it's just lights, man. I think it's lights, yeah. Dude, he was just melting while hanging around next to an Infernal Blizzard. I'm not saying we should make Death Demon Hunters unkillable or anything like that. But, bro, like, he's just standing next to Infernal and there's just nothing he can do but just melts. Like, does he wear armor or is he just like, or is he wear, like, is that actual armor or did he accidentally get like, I don't know, like, is he armor made out of like leather or is it just chocolate that looks like leather? It just melts away. He does nothing. Just an Infernal with a slightly above room temperature heat and the guy is just melting. Jesus, man. What is happening? Oh, and a reflect back at me. He tried to go for a quick kick, but it was an immediate Shadowburn crit out of Cries. I think Mies was trying to see if he could go for a quite little global and then block it right after Eloise with one bolt, literally a half health. One bolt, half health. Demon Hunter gameplay. Inferno, you're just dead. I think Cries could literally AFK and you were just gonna melt. Actually, gonna melt. Dreads go for a meta. But at this point, like, dude, what do you do? Hide behind the pillar? Oh my god, paper armor. Actually paper, dude. Actually paper. And Demon Hunters are supposed to have a passive where they take less magic damage too. I feel like that works out in PvE content quite well. There's a reason why Vengeance is a very popular spec right now in Mythic Plus. They don't take a lot of magic damage. They've been renowned for that for like ever. But I feel like that just doesn't quite feel the same way in a 1v1 scenario at PvP at all. Demon Hunters can do anything but die? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so, man. I feel like they've kind of softened them up ever since Legion, or ever since like BFA. I feel like last time Demon Hunters was super tanky. Oh, at least self-healing was in BFA, man. They had huge leech. Lots of damage procs, so you can give more leech. And you could just live on damage alone. The harder you hit, the more you healed. I feel like nowadays, it's just not anymore. Cries setting up a quick Succubus CC onto Leo. Leo gripping him out with a blind to follow. Boarding him away from any gateways. He's just going to have to go for defenses here. All he can do is maybe try to melt this. Does have himself port. Grip does not work. He got himself Nether Ward in order to stop the grips. Oh, that is so good. Leo still got himself the big rider play into AMS, trying to see if he can stop the damage. Does get out of it. Does he have a gate? Does have a gate. Dude, just get it out of dodge. Just avoiding all of the frost DK damage. Just slowing him down with the Succubus the entire time on top of it. And Cries just chilling behind the pillar, waiting it out, getting the slow into Leo yet again. Is he trying to see if he can set up a chaos ball, but he's slowed down with a chain of ice by the decent bit, actually. Port right after, trying to see if he can get himself a bit of mobility. Has himself a Warlock Health in case he needs to. Burning Warlock Stone. Mortal sent in. He does have an Inferno coming up very soon. Succubus, just to keep the Leo in place, is going to just pelt them with more bolts. While Succubus doesn't even break the damage, it is just some work. He got Infernal, so he's just gonna have to wait. He also got himself Nether Ward too, as well as Dark Pact and a wall, so he's actually in a great spot right now. Him being able to cleave and cut right through a double Demon Hunter and a Mage so early does allow him to just keep playing these duels into super high dampening. For Leo, I think the more time lasts, the better it's gonna be for him for cooldowns. Just because Chrysler, I mean, he gets he can get a trinket, but he has everything. Yeah, at this point, literally has everything. So Leo needs to make sure he got a cooldowns to match Chrysler's go here. And he needs to make sure to get the proper grip. Kryze is definitely going to get a port here unless you silence him. Silence, Kryze can't go anywhere. There's going to be some consistent damage. He's going to try to see if he go for a port. Does port behind the pillar, but still kind of within that range. Could go for a gateway. I don't know if he goes for a gateway. Infernal around the corner, stun with the Cataclysm or after. Leo needs to make sure he has some kind of a counter here. Some kind of an answer. AMS for the Mortical. Does get himself another ward here really early. Chaos Bolt does connect. Leo with an IBF is able to live it. Gripping Warlock down with his stun right after. I don't think he has a port for a second. Oh, he does. Never mind. He does. Never mind. He does. I thought he didn't have a plan B. Never mind. It's Kryze. He always does. Death back for a second for Leo. Just give him more health. I don't know if he got a grip. He got a grip. Oh! Oh my god! He's got himself the wall cleave. Sweep and cleave. Oh, that was beautiful. That grip was so well timed. He gains. Get back in here. Yeah. Oh, that was beautiful looking. Kryze is a terror, dude. He left the team too with just Foxy waiting out here. Literally lost his pants here. As well as Leo. Just battered right now. Having to go from one Warlock into the next, however. Ain't that fun? Ain't that a lot of fun? AMS and trying to see if he can get some damage. Rick is playing Demonology though, so it's gotta be, I think, even tougher than playing against a Destro. Destro, at least you gotta watch out for Succubus. Demon, you gotta watch out for Felguard and what is that over there? And Imp and Tyrant and Big Dog, and then two small dogs and Vile Fiend? No, Gloomhound. They're hounds, I guess. No, oh yeah, they're hounds. A Gloomhound, Charhound actually. Never mind. I stand corrected. It's a Charhound instead. Isn't Gloomhound actually better? Or is Charhound actually... Because I remember at some point both of them had same damage on single target. But I'm pretty sure they made it so Gloomhound is better for single target, but Charhound is better for AoE. But like, I don't really know which one is actually better anymore. At some point they used to be like, used to just use Charhound and forget about it. And Gloomhound just didn't really get a lot of play. But it looked cool. It definitely looked cool. As Leo tried to see if he can get the hell out of dodge here. Just try to see if he can cut out the pet. He's gonna have to wait until he get himself another big, like, one banger onto Rick with the silence and everything. He's got to position it correctly. Blind as a Mortal Coil connects. Rick does burn a trinket. Hold on. Rick burning a trinket could be massive. Does get himself a Tyrant. Leo just got himself AMS. Can you get a grip? Not far enough. Not close enough. He can't go for a grip, but he's kind of stuck. Him being left with demons right here is not great. He got Lichborn, stun around the corner, does get him caught, full burst, everything is available, death back and everything. Silence to follow onto Rick, try to see if he can control him. That Dragtheer knockback though! Yo, that Dragtheer knockback is some work! It's silence, but he can still use it either way. That helped him so much. Just to knock Leo far enough away to escape that burst. God, that was so good. I mean, not great for Leo, but definitely good for Rick. Dude, this is why I was like, Dragtheer are underrated, man. I actually, for a little bit that I played my rogue as Dragtheer, that knockback is so good. It's actually like an extra CC in Mythic Plus. It's so nice. I know Night Elf is really, really good for Outlaw in particular. I guess for rogues in general, because that's another extra re-stealth. But like, yeah, that Dragtheer is really, really nice. For Leo, he's got 14 seconds on his another pillar. He got a silence. Rick does not have a trinket, so maybe it's something you could work with. But look, these demons are eventually going to whittle you out. Your Deathstrikes just cannot compete. 45% dampening. You can maybe slow those pets. Chain of Ice spamming them. Get a couple of Deathstrikes here where you can. But like, unless you go for AMS, yeah, lockdown with a stun is just over. It's just over. Even Rick is like backing up out of there. Even Rick is backing up out of there because he knows there's no way for him to lose this. Just let the pets do work. Leo can maybe Deathstrike, but every single one of these pets is going to just be painful. Every single one of them. And he just keeps summoning more. He's trying to recover whatever health he can. Wait, he picked up a little bit of healing. A little bit of healing. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, gripping him in. Axe toss immediately on that grip with a port right after. I don't know if he got a second one. Axe toss yet again. Gripping him in. Stun. Leo. 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 Leo! Oh, there's just nothing you can do. He even walled it just to make sure he was okay. Foxy going to be up next. Does get hit with a Mortal Coil immediately. Tricking the Rapture, but it's going to be Fear to follow up as Rick caught you in his grasp. And just able to keep the pressure on you with the Pet's Ruination. Actually, that's some Ruination. Did some damage. I guess for Destro it doesn't do a lot of damage, but for Demo it does. Because I swear we saw Ruination just do no damage once. And Rick does take it. Man! Dude, these Warlocks are terrifying, but this Death Knight is the only one that could stand up to the Warlock terror. Between Rick and between Kryze, man. It's just absolutely horrifying. But they're trying to make it work, man. Try to make it work. Let's get another one going, boys. Yeah, onomas, onomas.